Okay, so all of the bulkheads had some time to dry, as did the keel. And as you can see, we can still see the numbers that I put down, but that's okay, we kept them in order anyway. I was thinking about giving them a second coat, but I actually like the way it looks, only because it has that green. It emphasizes the green. I think it looks cool. So we're going to keep them just like the way they are. And this would be, it should be A15. I can't really see this one. So A16, 15, this should be 14. Yep. This should be 13. A12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5, 4, 3, and lastly, we've got A2. All right. So now, don't look now, but we're actually able to actually lay the keel. So what's exciting about this is we're actually going to build a ship. So instead of just a bunch of pieces everywhere, we're actually going to have something to look at that we can refer to as the Dutchman. So here's the keel, and we're going to follow the chart starting at A2. Can use the stain. Let's see if this holds. This might just hold, so let's do it this way. All right, and that way there it's not going to get all scratched up, and we'll be able to see as we go along. Okay, so another thing I need to use is I'm going to use a square, because we got to make sure that everything is going to be squared off. So I think we're going to work from the opposite end. It'll be easier for us to square everything. Alright, so I'm going to use the Model Expo, the OCCRE, just because I think it works really well. And I really want this to stay. So let's put a little bit on the side. Just like that. And this side, all right, we'll put this facing the front, and this is going to go just like this. And you know what, let's bring the cans over here to keep it straight. So just right there. Alright, so we're going to give that a second. Put that aside. And we're going to give that a second to cure, or at least to set. So the next one is going to go just behind that, or just aft. Let's see. And that's going to be A3. And that's going to go in this slot right over here. So I think we're going to do the same thing. So let's see which side looks good. I want to face, we'll use the side that we have the writing on facing forward. So this is A3, this is going to go right there. So again, I want to take a little bit of the Instacure. I want to put a little bit over there, a little dab on either side, and then a little bit on the bulkhead itself. Just like that. All right, let that set now. Because remember, we're doing this like a mirror image of what's shown on the directions, just because it's easier for me to do it this way with the square. So now we're going to go to A4, and A4 is going to go right here. A4. So let's do the same thing. I'm going to put some along the edges and on the inside of the bulkhead itself in the slot. And we'll have the letters facing forward, and this is going to go right here. That looks pretty good, like that. All right. So that's 2, 3, 4. So now we're ready to move on to A5. And we've got A5. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the glue on the keel and the glue inside the bulkhead. And we got the letter facing forward. Yeah, that's better. Give that a second. Don't look now, but we're starting to actually form a ship. All right, this is A6 now. And that looks perfect. Letters facing forward. Just like that. And we square it off. That looks good. Perfect. So this should be A8. Just like that. Give that a second to set. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We should be up to A9, and this should be A9. And as you can see, this is A9. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. All right. Just like this. Starting to get a little heavy. There. Let's square her up. And this is A10, so we put a little bit of glue on the sides. I'm going to have to order more of this stuff because I'm running out. And when it comes to the keel, we want her to be strong. I want this to be one of the strongest parts of the ship. Alright. Letters are going forward. Just like that. And don't automatically assume when you push down it's going to be squared off, because when you push down it doesn't lock into place. So let's, that is just about perfect. So she's starting to get pretty heavy. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Okay. Alright. Once again, push it down, lock it into place, hold it down, and square it off. Alright, so here's the letters facing forward. I'm going to have to start. See, this keel is made of particle board, and I don't want to break it. Alright, so this, pretty good, just like that. Let's see, it's starting to feel like it's setting. I just don't want to push my luck yet. Alright, so maybe if we put it like that and mean it. Okay, this one is A13. Alright, so let's square it up. Next up, we got A14. the letters facing frontwards. Again, I can't take it for granted that's going to stay straight, so I might have to do that off camera just to make sure it's square. So we got A15, and this is going to be for the poop deck. Just like that. See, this one is going to be really tough. I'm going to have to flip the whole thing over now. Alright, we got to do it this way. So, that looks pretty good. Check that out. It's actually starting to look like something now. Alright, we got one piece left, and I think I know how this is going to go. Let's have her lean up against the can. So when it comes to the back piece, we're going to have the poop deck up here. We're going to have the captain's quarters. Actually, the poop deck will be here somewhere. Captain's quarters will be in the back, and you can see I want to take the best looking side, so that looks pretty good. Actually, they both look pretty good. Alright, this will be the outer part. So the way this is going to go is this is going to go into the slot, and I want to fit it into place before I glue it. And it's going to go just like that. Yeah. And it's going to be at an angle. So what I'm going to want to do is we're going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom. And you guys are having a hard time seeing this, huh? Put a little bit of glue here. On that. And it's going to go right up against this piece. So we're going to put glue there. And let me show you. It's going to go up this way. We're going to do the same thing on this that we've been doing with the keel. So we got a little bit of glue that's going to go inside the slot, and this is going to be the inside, so we got a little bit that's going to go on the walls, just like that. And let's put this on now. See, it went on so well when there was no glue. Okay. So what I got to make sure is that it's squared up to the keel. So I'm going to just go ahead and hold it for a second. And I'm going to put her the way the instructions are showing us. I hope these are right, because these ones in the back, they just look like they're just weird. They just look, maybe because it's the curvature of the ship. I mean, it is the Dutchman. So here is the skeleton of the Dutchman. So I'm going to let her set now. We're going to let her set overnight, 24 hours, to let the glue really solidify. And if I'm not mistaken, we have a few things that we need to start doing. I think we're going to start working on decking, on the deck plates. I'm not sure. I got to check. Either that or we got to put pieces on top of the bulkheads. But either way, it's going to be pretty fun. And I'm happy now that we have a reference point to actually have as the ship. All right, so as you can see, those are the instructions. We got A1, that was the keel, would follow by A2, and we go all the way to A16. So when we look at the skeleton, we've got A1, that's the keel running the length of the ship. Then we've got A2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and finally 16 in the back. So this is the skeleton. Let me see if I can move her so I can show you the back end from the other side. There. You see, that's where the captain's quarters are going to be. We have the back structure. That was A16. And this is why I hope they line up, because they look like they're off. But everything is square. It's weird, the shape of the ship. So we got the skeleton. So in the next video, we're going to be doing the decking, the deck plates, and we're really going to start adding to the skeleton. So my friends, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, I'll talk to you soon.